Okay, hello everyone. Welcome sa panibago na naman nating lecture. This time, ang topic natin is on positive psychology. Gusto kong i-discuss ngayon the false ideas about spirituality. So, usaping spirituality to, which is a very popular topic under positive psychology. Now, I want to start by saying, sa literature, well-established na yung connection between spirituality and well-being. To be more specific, sabi sa literature, kapag mataas ang spirituality ng tao, most likely, gumaganda yung well-being, which is the goal of positive psychology. It's all about well-being. So, isa sa mga factors para tumaas ang well-being or happiness in popular language is pataasin yung spirituality. Kaya yung mga taong malulungkot dyan na nanonood, one reason bakit ka malungkot, baka mababa ang spirituality. Ang good news, ang solusyon dyan, pataasin ang spirituality para tumaas din yung well-being. This is a good article to support this framework that spirituality predicts well-being. Ito, yung mga cancer patients na mababa ang well-being kapag train sila na pataasin yung spirituality nila kasabay na tumataas yung well-being nila. So this study gives further support na totoo nga talaga na mas mataas ang spirituality mo, nagpapataas yan ng well-being. Other than this study, marami rin tayong mga iba pang mga researches. It's all summarized in this handbook. I highly recommend, basahin ninyo The Handbook of Psychology of Religion and Spirituality. Ang sinasabi lang dito, mas tumataas ang spirituality ng tao, overall gumaganda yung psychological condition. To be more specific, gumaganda yung physical health, better relationships, lower stress, low mental illness, higher levels of happiness. Lahat yan nangyayari kapag mataas ang level of spirituality. So again, bottom line, spirituality is good for our overall psychological well-being. Kaya lang, dito ngayon iikot yung lecture ko. The sad reality is, marami mga wrong ideas na nagkalat about spirituality. At itong mga wrong ideas na to are preached to be the right ones. At marami namang tao ang naniniwala. So ang nangyayari ngayon, marami mga tao nag-absorb sila ng mga wrong ideas about spirituality. Ang effect nun, kabaliktaran. Imbis na gumaganda ang well-being, bumabagsak ang well-being. Again, bakit nangyayari yon? Kasi itong mga taong to may maling paniniwala about spirituality that leads to wrong practices about spirituality, kaya nagpapababa ng well-being. And in the level of psychological research, ito yung reason kung bakit minsan inconsistent yung findings between spirituality and well-being. To be fair, may mga studies na nagpapakita na kapag tumataas ang spirituality ng tao, lumalagpak ang well-being. Now we know the reason. What would explain that? Kasi for those people, meron silang mga maling practices, mga maling beliefs about spirituality, kaya imbis na gumaganda yung well-being, bumabagsak. Because of those wrong ideas about spirituality. Kaya mag-side comment lang ako dito, no? Ang isang implication nito when it comes to spirituality, merong tama at maling pag-practice ng spirituality. I want to establish this because in our culture, kapag spirituality ang pinag-uusapan, we use the word respect. I-respect na lang natin yung spirituality niya, i-respect na lang natin yung spirituality ko. Although I value respect, but this idea, this slide implies na merong tamang paraan at maling paraan ng pag-a-apply ng spirituality. And for those cases, hindi natin dapat nire-respeto yung maling practices ng spirituality. Rather, we need to be correcting the wrong practices of spirituality. So in this lecture, meron akong tatlong false spiritual ideas na gustong i-discuss. And I'm going to show you the negative effects of these false spiritual ideas na nanggagaling sa popular psychology. Ito talaga yung malakas magturo niyan eh. At marami mga tao nabobola, naloloko ng popular psychology to believe that these spiritual ideas are correct, when in fact, it's wrong. Number 1, spirituality is possible without God. Number 2, material things can be a substitute for God. And number 3, you can be spiritual without being religious. Sikat na sikat yung mga spiritual ideas na yan na, again, sinasabi ko, mali in the first place. Unahin natin yung number 1. Spirituality is possible without God. Bakit mali yan? Punta muna tayo sa definition ng spirituality according to the APA. The words are in all caps. Pag pinag-uusapan spirituality, issue ito ng spirit or ng soul. Nakabaliktaran ng materialistic concerns. Mamaya, babalikan natin yung idea na yan to further support the view that spirituality is not possible without God. So kapag mataas ang spirituality mo, ibig sabihin, ang concern mo, it's about your spirit, it's about your soul, medyo mababa or sobrang baba ng concern mo about material things. Hindi ka masyado nag-iisip ng mga bibilhin, hindi mo masyadong iniisip yung mga worldly desires mo. Yung mga taong ganon, ibig sabihin, nagpa-practice sila ng spirituality. Second bullet naman, ang spirituality din pala may kinalaman niya sa overall concern of a person about God. So the more you think about God, the more you do things for God. Lagi kang nagsisimba, lagi kang concerned sa behaviors mo, kung tama ba o mali in the moral level. You are always concerned kung ang Diyos ba masaya sa mga pinagagawa mo o hindi. The more you do that, mas mataas yung spirituality mo. Okay? So yan yung ibig sabihin ng spirituality. Your overall concern, your overall concern about things like spirit, soul, God, and other spiritual matters. And I keep on using the terms high and low. Ang tao, pwedeng mataas, pwedeng mababa ang spirituality, and in psychology, meron tayong paraan para masukat yan. Paano? By using psychological instruments that are designed para masukat ang spirituality. Marami naman yan sa literature. This is one of the examples. Pero hindi lang ito ha, marami pang mga instruments on spirituality na pwedeng gamitin to quantify the overall spirituality of the person. Pero para i-translate lang natin, someone with high spirituality is someone who is like this. Si David, in the book of Psalms, when he say these words, I will remember the works of the Lord. See, mental habit niya yan. Lagi niyang inaalala yung mga ginawa ng Diyos sa buhay niya. Kapag ganyan kang tao, yung awareness mo is always about God and His work on your life, mataas ang spirituality mo. Surely I will remember your wonders of old. I will also meditate on all your work and talk of your deeds. Meditation, talking about God's words, thinking about God's words. Kapag lagi yan yung ginagawa mo, yan yung laging concern mo, mataas ang spirituality mo. On the other hand, ang isang taong mababa ang spirituality, yung taong mas concerned yung material things. One good example would be yung rich young ruler in the Bible. When the young man heard this, kasi sinabi sa kanya ni Kristo na kung gusto niyang mapalapit sa Diyos, he should let go of his material things in exchange of being closer to God. Nalungkot yung rich young ruler. He went away in sorrow because he had great wealth. Mababa ang spirituality nito. Kasi mas nagmamatter sa kanya yung material things over spiritual things. Kaya gusto ko pansinin nyo dito, no, notice the incompatibility to materialism. Hindi pwedeng highly spiritual ka, pero mataas din yung materialism mo. You cannot serve two masters, sabi nga ng Bible. It's either you will love one and hate the other. So ang mga taong spiritual, mas nagmamatter sa kanila yung spiritual things more than material things. Ito baliktad. Kaya masasabi nating mababa ang spirituality nito. Kasi mas concern niya yung material things over spiritual things. Okay? So ang mga tao, ganyan. Iba-iba tayo ng level of spirituality. Merong high, merong low. Now, I also want to discuss, no, na yung usage natin ng term ng spirituality can be used in two ways. You can use spirituality as a noun or as a verb. Kapag noun, ito yung ibig sabihin ng spirituality. The component of a person, tayo yon, that needs to be nurtured by spiritual resources. Para mag-grow yung spirituality natin. Ito yung component ng pagkatao natin na nangangailangan ng mga sumusunod. Yan. God, worship, purpose, forgiveness, afterlife, fellowship, going to church. The more we give ourselves this, mas nanunurture yung spirituality natin. So, ganyan ang usage ng spirituality as a noun. Ano naman ang usage ng spirituality as a verb? Actions naman yan. Anything that you do to strengthen and confirm your nature as a spirit via spiritual thinking and spiritual activities such as this, you can also use spirituality that way. Nagiging action siya. Lahat ng bagay na ginagawa mo para makuha mo ang mga yan, it's still an expression of spirituality. So, ulitin ko, as a noun, component ng sarili natin yan na kailangan i-nurture. Paano nino-nurture yan? By practicing spirituality. You can use spirituality as a noun or as a verb. Now, ano ang origin ng spirituality? Dito na tayo papasok ha. Remember, ang debunk natin ngayon, going back, is yung number 1, spirituality is possible without God. Okay? So, bakit hindi posible na ma-work out mo yung spirituality mo na kinakancel out mo ang Diyos? Because the origin of spirituality is God. What's the root word? Spirit. And the ultimate spirit is God. Genesis pa lang, binanggit na yan. And the Spirit of God was hovering over the face of the waters, which tells you that God in nature is a spirit. Later on, kinonfirm yan sa New Testament ni John. God is spirit. From John, pumunta ka ngayon sa book of creation, Genesis, balik ka, how did God created man or human beings? Through His image. And what does that mean? When we were created in God's image, binigyan niya tayo ng spirit that He is. Because God is spirit and He created us in His image, He made us spiritual beings. Humans are embodied spirits. Ang pinagkaiba lang natin sa Diyos, meron tayong katawan. Ang Diyos, walang katawan. You got that? So, God is spirit. He created us in His own image. We became embodied spirits. Dito na ipapasok yung Genesis 2:7. Then God formed man from the dust of the ground and breathed the breath of life. Original context or original language, spirit, into his nostrils, and man became a living being. Yan yung nagpapabuhay sa atin. Yung ating spiritual component, not our body, as you can see here in Genesis 2. Nung ginawa ng Diyos ang katawan natin, hindi pa buhay. Nabuhay lang yan nung pumasok na yung nagpapabuhay sa katawan, which is the spirit. And that spirit that we are, that's what it means to be created in God's image. So going back to my point, bakit hindi pwede na work out mo yung spirituality mo nang walang Diyos? Kasi ganito dapat ang nangyayari sa'yo. When you practice spirituality the right way, ikaw as a human spirit, you are connecting, you are reintegrating yourself to the ultimate spirit who is God. So when you do things for you to be closer to God, worship, purpose, forgiveness, afterlife, fellowship, yan yung spirituality. Kumokonek ka sa ultimate spirit who is God. Kaya again, imposibleng ma-work out mo yung spirituality mo na kinakancel out mo ang Diyos. So whenever you hear the idea na pwede ka naman maging spiritual nang hindi mo iniisip ang Diyos, mali yan. If you really understand the true meaning, the correct meaning of spirituality, it's impossible to cancel out God. And you work on your spirituality. Spirituality and God always go together. False idea number 2, connected to sa false idea number 1. Kumbaga parang etong idea number 2 is an after effect of idea number 1. That material things can be a substitute for God. Dahil hindi mo naman kinakailangan ang Diyos para maging spiritual, pwede mong gamitin yung material things or worldly things para maging spiritual ka. Okay? So if not God, then worldly things. To put that in a diagram, it looks something like this. Ito yung maling katuruan ng popular psychology. Anong sasabihin sa'yo? Pwede mong gamitin yung mga worldly activities or material things para ma-feel spiritual ka. Such as what? Worldly success. You can use art or music. You can use self-love. You can use nature or the universe, drugs, or jowa mo. Lahat yan, pwede mong gamitin yan para ma-feel spiritual ka. which is again, mali. This is not the right way to practice spirituality. To put that in a diagram, para mas ma-visualize natin, ito yung nangyayari. Sinasubstitute mo, dapat dito ka kumokonek God, the ultimate spirit. But the popular psychology will make you believe na hindi mo naman kailangan yan Alisin mo yan, ito ang ilagay mo, worldly values. You can use the universe, art, music, nature, self-love, success, human beings, yung jowa mo, lahat sila makakatulong yan sa pagka-spiritual mo. Again, let me tell you, this is a wrong way of practicing spirituality. Lalong-lalo na special mention to nature. Marami kasi mga tao ngayon ginagamit ang nature to feel spiritual. So pupunta ng Tagaytay mag-isa, tititig sa Taal, and then they will say, I feel spiritual. Now, don't get me wrong. Okay lang pumunta sa Tagaytay mag-isa. Pero ang mali is when you attribute yung feeling mo ng pagiging spiritual sa Bulkang Taal. Kasi ang Bulkang Taal is a material thing. A material thing cannot enhance a spiritual entity like us. So wag mo sasabihin na you feel spiritual dahil sa Taal. Pwede siguro sabihin mo, I feel spiritual whenever I look at Taal because by looking at Taal, I remember how powerful my God is. That He is able to make beautiful things such as this. Yun ang tama. Pero yung spirituality mo, nakakonect lang sa nature and you stop right there. Ang ganda ng Taal, ang lalaki ng bundok, ang daming mga puno, ang sarap ng simoy ng hangin. This is a very spiritual experience. Mali. You need to be attributing these natural things to the creator of these natural things. Pero may mga tao pinipilit pa rin talaga na ang worldly things pwede maging daan para ma-enhance ang spirituality. Yung iba nga, may tawag pa sila dyan Ano raw sila? Spiritual atheist. Which I cannot understand. Anong sabi dito sa quotation? Spiritual atheist daw siya. Naniniwala raw siya na merong force bigger than ourselves. Pero, hindi raw siya naniniwala na supreme being daw yon. An intelligence that created everything. Now, here's my comment to this quote. Sabi niya, naniniwala siya that there is something bigger than the self. Now, here's my point. Kung naniniwala ka na merong force bigger than the self, then it must be a greater spirit. Kasi yung self, spiritual in nature. So, kung naniniwala ka na merong force greater than the self, then what you mean is greater spirit, definitely not matter. Kasi yun nga yung being mo, spiritual ka So kung merong bigger than the self, bigger than your spirit. And matter, whatever it is, anything that's worldly cannot be greater than the spirit. Because the spirit is greater than matter. Gets nyo? Pero ano ang ipapaniwala ng popular culture sa atin? Pwede mong gawing substitute yung worldly success, art, music, self-love, nature, drugs, jowa, to feel spiritual. Kaya this statement does not make sense. The only way or the only entity that's bigger than yourself is spiritual in nature, not material. Hindi ito pwedeng substitute for your spirituality. Kaya yung may mga ganyang ideas about spirituality, they need to be corrected, not respected. Maybe you can respectfully correct them. But to just leave them as is, tanggapin mo na lang na ganyan yung paniniwala nila, we need to be motivated by love, by concern. Na kapag pinagpatuloy nila yung ganyang paniniwala, it will harm them along the way. Speaking of harm, how is this harmful? Bakit pag naniwala ka that you can substitute material things for God, for your spirituality, bakit delikado yon? Kasi nagkakaroon ng false substitute. Kapag naniniwala ka that it's possible to be spiritual without God, anong gagawin mo? Imbis na ito yung gagamitin mo to enhance your spirituality, ito ngayon yung gagamitin mo. Dito ka ngayon magdidepend. At usong-usong ngayon yan. Because we are living in a secular society, unti-unti nawawala na yung spirituality ng tao. Many people are becoming unbelievers of God. nabubura na yung tamang source ng spirituality, pinapalitan ng maling source. And it's not doing us good. Kaya ako, one way to explain this figure, pataas ang pataas yung mga mental health issues ng mga tao, especially the young ones. Ano ang profile ng mga young ones ngayon? Mabababa ang spirituality because of our materialistic world. And what does that mean? Ito yung mga tao na naniniwala that spirituality is enhanced by the following: universe, art, music, nature, self-love, success, human beings. If this really works, kung totoo na pwedeng substitute to for our spirituality, then bakit pataas ang depression rates? Lalong-lalo na among young people. Kasi kung talagang nag-work to, dapat ang trend nito pababa, hindi pataas. I-extend natin yung data. Ito naman from 2008 to 2020. Ganon din yung trend. Young people today who are so brainwashed by materialistic culture, they use this to substitute for their or to enhance their spirituality. The problem is, it's not working. The more na tumitibay yung faith ko na hindi ito yung correct way to enhance spirituality. Rather, it's the reverse. The more you rely on these things, spiritual beings relying on these things, it's not good. Hindi kasi compatible sa nature natin yan, kabaliktaran. Spiritual tayo, mga worldly yan. Pero yan yung sinasubstitute ng mga tao sa mga sarili nila, tumataas yung mga mental health issues. At marami tayong mga evidences dyan na the more you rely on these materialistic things, pumapalya ang mental health. This is one good article to read if you want to read more. Google Scholar nyo na lang. Materialistic people more likely to be depressed and unsatisfied. How does that work? You read the article. Special mention to social media. Among the different platforms, ang pinaka-harmful pala sa mental health ng tao, Instagram. Because Instagram, ang pinaka-dominant culture na pinopromote dyan is materialism. Yan yung reason daw, according to this article. The more you use Instagram, the more materialism is reinforced in you. And when that happens, mas nagre-rely ka sa mga yan for your well-being. The problem is, it does not work. This is spiritual junk food. Akala mo lang nakaka-enrich ang spirit mo, sa totoo lang, hindi. Unti-unti, nagiging malnourished na yung spirituality mo. Okay? Now, let's move on to the last false idea number 3 about spirituality. You can be spiritual without being religious. Maling paniniwala yan. Usong-uso yung statement ngayon, maraming gumagamit nito, especially young people, I am spiritual but not religious. Hindi raw sila religyoso, pero spiritual sila. Now, why is this wrong? Let me establish this right now, no? Spirituality and religiosity should always go together. Hindi mo pwedeng ipag-separate yung religiosity and spirituality. Bakit? Because God, the ultimate spirit, is a communal God. After all, di ba? Anong sinabi sa 1 John? Ano ang nature ng Diyos? Other than He is spirit, He is also love. And the thing about love is, you cannot have love alone. Self-love is just a byproduct of the love that you receive from other people or from other entities. Oh. Kaya nga tinawag na God is love eh. Why is God love? Because God is a communal God. He loves community. Evidences in the Bible that God is a communal God, the concept of Trinity. That's why God understands love. That's why He knows love, because He is in a relationship with the Trinity. Kaya nga tatlo eh, God the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. Three entities that perfectly love each other. That's why God knows love. Another example in the Bible that God is communal, the divine council. Hindi ko na lang nalagay dito yung biblical verse. But if you read the book of Genesis, the pronoun used there is us. Let us create man in our own image. Sino ang kausap ng Diyos? Kaya ginamit yung word na us. Kaya ginamit yung word na our. The answer, the divine council. Bago ginawa ng Diyos ang tao, gumawa na rin siya ng ibang mga spiritual entities. And why does He do that? Because again, God is love. God is a communal being. He loves the presence of other entities other than Himself. And of course, Adam and Eve is also a good evidence that God is communal. The way He designed life. Anong sinabi niya? It is not good for a man to be alone. Kaya nga niya ginawa si Eva. Life is meant to be lived with groups of people. Social psychology knows that. Yan ang disenyo ng buhay. So, if God is communal, then spirituality must be communal. Remember, spirituality, ang pinaka-root source niyan, root foundation, God. So if God is communal, the way you practice spirituality must be communal in the form of religion. Kaya may religion. Ano ang pinaka-function ng religion? This is an organization na ang pinaka-concern nito is to help people worship God. So this is the right picture of worship as you can see on the screen. Marami mga tao nagsasama-sama, nagbubuklod-buklod to give worship, to give reverence to the ultimate source of our spirit who is God. At yan yung ginagawa sa religion. Ngayon, yung mga taong hindi naniniwala dyan, ano ang danger? When they continue their belief that they can be spiritual without being religious, it leads to isolation, it leads to anti-churchism. Ito yung mga taong galit sa simbahan, ayaw pumunta ng simbahan. Okay na lang daw sila mag-isa. But the thing is, this is a wrong idea of how to practice spirituality. All over God's Word, paulit-ulit sinasabi doon that worshiping God, practicing spirituality must be a social thing. Sinasabi sa Hebrews yan, let's not give up meeting each other, stirring up each other in love. Laging dapat communal ang practice ng spirituality. Kahit sa Old Testament Kaya consistent ang Bible, no? New Testament, spirituality must be communal even in the Old Testament. When they worship God, who worships God? Si David lang? Hindi. The whole assembly. Assembly means many people. They assemble as one to worship God. That's the correct way of practicing spirituality. Ang problema, kapag matigas ang ulo ng tao, spiritual daw siya but not religious, ano ngayon nangyayari? Ito ngayon yung framework na nangyayari. Leads to isolation, yan, magpe-pray siya mag-isa, mag-worship siya mag-isa, ba-Bible study siya mag-isa, kakanta siya mag-isa, pupunta siya ng Tagaytay mag-isa. Ano nangyayari? Bumababa yung spirituality because our spiritual strength is enhanced, is nurtured by the presence of people who worship God. Hindi uubra na yung spirito mo, mag-isa lang siyang kukonect sa Diyos, tapos manunurture siya. No. Kailangan mo ng presence ng ibang mga spirito na pare-pareho kayo ng ginagawa ng pag-worship sa Diyos para ma-enhance yung spirituality. Pero pag pinagpatuloy mo nga yung ganyang paniniwala, you're spiritual but not religious, ito yung framework na nangyayari sa'yo. Imbis na lumalakas yung spirituality mo, bumababa. Low well-being, poor health, high levels of anxiety. Bakit ganon? Bible study naman ako ng Bible study. Madasali naman akong tao. Kumakanta naman ako ng mga songs about God. Bakit ganito pa rin yung na-experience ko? One reason, you are isolating yourself from the source of the strength of your spirit who is the spiritual community. Kaya again, babalikan ko na naman yung picture na to, no, mali yung ganyang framework. Napupunta ka mag-isa somewhere far and then doon mo i-enhance yung spirituality mo. Dapat pupunta ka sa area, sa place na maraming tao who are in one in terms of worshiping God who can nurture your spirit. And the best place for that would be the church community. That's why you need church for you to enhance your spirituality. Ito, nagkakalat din to sa social media, yung mga ganyang linya. Hindi ako pala simba, pero meron akong Diyos na kinikilala. Okay yon, meron kang Diyos na kinikilala. Pero para ma-nurture, ma-strengthen yung pagkilala mo sa Diyos, you need to go to church. You need to practice worship in the presence of other people. Now we know what is religion for. Gusto kong i-establish to. Bakit may religion? Ano ang function ng religion? It is to enhance spirituality. Nothing more, nothing less. Yan ang pinaka-function ng religion. If you belong to a religion na hindi ito ang purpose, hindi ka pinapalapit sa Diyos, hindi ka pinapakilala sa Diyos, leave that religion. That's the entire purpose of religion. It helps you to enhance your spirituality through being connected to your Maker. O kaya mali yung sinabi ni Karl Marx na ang religion daw serves as what? Impotence of the human mind to deal with occurrences it cannot understand. Mali. That's not the main point of religion. That's not the use of religion. Religion is there. God created religion for us to be closer to Him. Don't get me wrong, hindi ko sinasabing ang religion ang Diyos. No. Religion is only a means, a bridge towards getting nearer to the presence of our Creator. Alright? So in summary, ano yung mga wrong ideas about spirituality na kailangan nang i-let go? Number 1, spirituality is possible without God. Hindi totoo yan. You always need God to practice spirituality. Number 2, material things can be substitute for God. Hindi pwede. Spiritual beings like us must be nurtured by spiritual elements, not material things. And last one, number 3, it is possible to be spiritual but not religious. Mali din yan. Because our essence as spiritual beings is, we are communal beings. Saan natin nakuha yon? From God Himself, who is communal Himself. Pero again, ang malungkot na katotohanan, ulitin ko lang, itong mga wrong ideas na to, it is being packaged to be correct by popular psychology, and many people believe this, many people apply these ideas. Ano nangyayari? Boom! Imbis na gumaganda ang well-being, lumalagpak ang well-being. Kaya ang solution dito para gumanda ang well-being ng mga tao is, i-let go tong mga to, i-practice yung opposite. Always involve God in your spirituality. Only nurture your spiritual existence through spiritual elements. And worship God in a communal setting. Specifically, a church community. Kapag nangyari yan, nilet go mo to, in-apply mo yung kabaliktaran, yung tama, diyan mo ma-enjoy yung positive benefits of spirituality. Better health, better relationships, low stress, low mental illness, higher happiness. Yan yung reason kung bakit may mga tao nagpa-practice ng spirituality pero hindi naman nila na-enjoy yan. Kasi hindi pa nila nila-let go to. Let go of this, apply the opposite, and you enjoy this. Alright? So sana marami kayong natutunan sa lecture natin on the false ideas about spirituality. It's about time to let go of these false ideas, replace this with the right ways kung paano i-practice dapat ang spirituality. If you have any questions, comments, ilagay nyo lang dyan sa baba. Sir Howard here. Until the next lecture, God bless everyone. Bye-bye.